Let's compare the Woodgrain 3D embossing folder from Sizzix with the Wood Slice 3D embossing folder. Both have a wood vibe and have so much detail to them. I absolutely love both of them, but they do give a different background. So before I use any cardstock in my 3D embossing folders, I lightly mist both sides of the cardstock just to soften those paper fibers. It's going to help them put or get pushed into the nooks and crannies of these 3D embossing folders. I like to go back and forth a couple times through my Big Shot machine and really press that paper in. And you can see how much detail these 3D embossing folders create. It's quite amazing. I do the same process with my Wood Slice 3D embossing folder. And I love how when you take this out of the machine, it really looks like a slice of wood. The only thing different is the color from the cardstock. But once we have these out of the machine, we're going to enhance them with some dye inks. I love the detail that 3D embossing folders give. It's really quite amazing to me how much texture that they can create. So I'm just using a dye ink pad here. You can use whatever ink pad you want. You could even use paint and a brayer if you wanted. I like the dye ink pads because if I find that I haven't gotten enough color saturation, I can mist it with some water and get those dye inks to start to blend and bleed. In this case, I'm just rubbing it on the top. These papers are still a little bit damp, so it's going to start to blend anyways. But look at how much more texture those pieces looked like they had because of that ink.